Hey there folks, Rel here. Game Update 9 brought about a lot of different changes, but one of which I was particularly excited about, because it's gotten me killed I have no idea how many times, is that the majority of infantry weapons now have a reload threshold. The reload will still count if this threshold is reached and the reload action is interrupted. So what that essentially means is that if you're running around and you fire off shots, normally if you're hitting if you're reloading your weapon, you have to wait for that whole the whole clock, the whole circle, whatever you want to call it. So the timer has to do a full 360 degrees. Then boom, your weapon's reloaded and you can start using it again. So what the change actually ended up doing was, it doesn't seem to be the case for short reloads, but for long reloads, you're essentially cutting down your long reload time by a lot. It's not like Call of Duty where you can just, where you can sprint to interrupt a reload and then you can pull the weapon back up and it'll still have the full magazine, because PlanetSide 2 works a little bit differently. So how it's going to help you is that if you fire off all your shots in your weapon, and then you hit the reload, as soon as the magazine gets loaded again, you'll see the numbers at the bottom of the screen start to, they'll fill up before the timer actually gets counted down all the way. Now, if you have to do a full long reload and then you try firing the weapon's still not going to fire until you hit until the timer does that full 360 degrees. However, if you're running away from an enemy fight and you have very little rounds, or use up all your ammo and you're down to 0, you can interrupt that reload animation, then switch to your knife or your secondary weapon, and once you survive that encounter, you'll come back to a full magazine. It maybe sounds situational from just the way that I'm talking about it, but I can't tell you, just as I mentioned earlier, I can't tell you how many times I've died to accidentally canceling my reload animation, during a long reload, just by taking a knife shot and then I'm coming back to an empty gun. So in this case, you're going to come back to a full gun, after that knife or after that weapon swap. So very, very useful. Thresholds for each weapon, that's something that you can explore for yourself. In your favorite weapon, the easiest way to do it is to just empty a magazine, and then you look at when the number actually shows you having ammo at the bottom of your screen. So that's when you know that you'll be able to interrupt this the reload animation mid-fight and still come back to a fresh new weapon. And that's it, just a quick little update, just something I found that was kind of interesting. But anyway, thanks very much folks, Rel signing off.